What if they want the tomboy? So what if there's a strap in the situation?
Whoa, there's no situation.
You're saying you want a threesome, and she's like, "Yo, yeah, cool. I got this
And
girl."
then she whip out the strap?
Yeah.
I'm whipping out the strap. What you mean?
Yo, Kev, what's the question of the week, bro?
Question of the week. One of our listeners, one of our
Patreon
listeners, cool listeners, the realest listeners. We still got to have a name for
Bro,
our
I told you,
listeners.
the fandom. Until you come up with
The
something better,
fandom.
I'm on the fandom.
The fandom. Like fandom? Like
Fandem. Fandom.
Central C. So the question was, Joe, I'm going to let you answer this because I don't think we're going to have the same answer.
Okay.
So the question was, how do you feel if your girl was bi? As in, you know, she likes girls, she likes guys. Do you think there's more competition? Are you jealous? Are you trying to have a threesome now? Like, what do you come with? Like, how do you take that?
That's a take. What do you come with? Don't ask me that ever again in your life. Yeah. Okay. So honestly, it doesn't bother me at all. Like, if we were thinking serious relationship, I honestly would think it better because she has more options and she chose me. I'm not necessarily afraid of the competition aspect. That don't really even make sense to me because you're competing with every dude. I think thinking that increasing the pool,
Yeah.
I do think there would be a sense like I would really have to have a conversation and really understand the bisexuality. And that sounds mad weird, but obviously if you're attracted to women, there's something I cannot provide. And so I would, at this age, probably want to know just a little bit more about that.
Yeah.
But that's probably more curiosity than it is competition. The threesome thing, I'll be real with you. Young Joe, oh my God, that'd be so cool. I'm not trying to share my lady with nobody at this point. So that shit don't even sound like remotely intriguing. Now, we talking about not committed relationship? Maybe. Yeah, we're talking about something we have like a mutual understanding that this is going to be a fun thing. Maybe. But, bro, no part of me wants to. Nah, I'm good on that.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I actually have a follow-up question, but I want to
What do you mean you're good?
Like, I'm good on the whole threesome thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bisexuality doesn't really bother me at all. I'm not really threatened by it. I think, honestly, if you take the other aspect, right, if someone is threatened by it, they also should be elevated by it because they had the choice of everybody and they chose you.
Yeah.
Like, if you're worried about her cheating because there's more women, you're just worried about her cheating, and that's a you thing, not a her thing. What do you think?
Well, let me tell you. Well, first, I think a lot of females, I don't want to categorize every girl because not all of them, but a lot of females got a little bit of gay in them.
Okay.
Like,
Hot take.
I feel like girls just be liking girls. Like, they're more open to, like, oh, she looks good. She's hot.
I kissed a girl and I liked it.
Type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, girls are more, like, open to things like that.
What do they call it? I think I've heard that, and I'm probably going to get roasted for this, bi-curious.
Yes, I feel like not every girl, but a lot of females are bi-curious. You
know what's crazy?
They'll kiss a girl. They'll you know.
Yeah. Get a liquor license.
Yeah, you know, they'll do shit like that. But you know, obviously, like for guys, it's like completely different.
I bet you there are more guys that are bi-curious than let on because of the difference of how they are treated in the real world.
Yeah, probably.
I bet you there's. My assumption is that there probably is an equality in bi-curiousness, but women are allowed to express that more.
I don't think so.
All right, let me ask you this: is there a possibility of you thinking a man is attractive? Like no. Hold on, ready? Wait, listen to me, because I already know. We've had this. We haven't had this conversation, but I know we've had this conversation. So. Not that he's attractive to you, but you know what an attractive man looks like.
Oh yeah, I mean I
Right?
can see a dude and be like, oh
Oh,
yeah,
that's
like
that's a
this
handsome
is a
dude.
model dude.
Yeah,
Like
right. But see, you don't even want to say he's a handsome dude, but you say model dude because it feels more comfortable.
my way of saying
Yeah,
like
it's the same shit though.
all right, you can say handsome dude.
Yeah, he's a
I
handsome
wouldn't
dude.
say
That's a handsome dude.
I'll be like,
Yeah.
he pulling
Got it.
hoes. He
So
pulling all the hoes.
if
He can pull
you
hoes.
know a guy is attractive, or you could say, so what's crazy, and we don't even think about this, is that a model guy, he could pull hole guy, or handsome guy, to us, to another guy, is not. Just like to certain women, a guy is attractive or not attractive, right? And so, under that guise,
But I can see a dude
Yeah.
and be like, oh, that, he pulling hoes. Like
Got
I
it.
already know he pulling hoes. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
already know bitches like him. But like that's
Yeah.
all I'm thinking. A girl would be like, damn, she's sexy. Like
facts.
like
you ain't
she
wrong
look,
though.
she like,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
damn,
yeah.
yo, you see that ass? You see that ass?
Or-
You'll never catch me.
You know what's
or
even worse?
Guys being like, damn, you see that ass? Like,
Yeah.
nah,
You know what's even
bruh,
worse
like,
though? You know when a girl is the baddest is when a girl's like, she ain't all that. Yo, that's
Oh,
when you
yeah,
know that
yeah,
she thinks
yeah.
she is super bad.
Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Because I
Yeah,
think some
facts.
girls would be like, yo, oh my God, yeah, she's a baddie, all that. But then you know that she's
Yeah.
fire when she's like, she ain't all that. Or you pick on the smallest little itty
Yeah.
bitty, oh really? She popped her collar? Like, that's all you can say?
Yeah.
That's all, really?
They look at the most littlest shit and try to bring her
Facts.
down for that.
So,
There's like two bitches like that, two types. They'll either like
super
"Ooh,
acknowledge it.
damn, she's bad,
Fact.
you know. But like I noticed like girls will be like, yo, she's hot as fuck. Look at
Facts.
her ass.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Damn, you see her legs? Oh, that bitch is shit.
Yo,
she can get
hold
it.
on.
Like,
Do you want to move to her?
yeah. So back to the question: if how would I feel if my girl
Yeah.
was she was bi? Like again, once I feel like she may have been bi, but like if she fucking with me, she probably not gonna be bi anymore. Like
Wow, that's how you feel.
that's how I feel.
Yeah.
So like that's one thing. Two,
You know,
it's
it's
like,
not a thing, right? Like, I understand in your brain you have to think that,
yeah.
but like that's not a thing.
But
Like, you're not gonna change someone's orientation.
yeah, no, I mean, cause all right, well, that brings up another question. But well, that brings up another question. So
Go ahead.
like, I've seen people that say, "Oh, I was gay,"
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, "I'm not gay anymore."
I'm not gonna ask you to say who, but you're saying that they said that they were gay.
There's people who be like, "Oh yeah, I was gay," or like, I was into girls, and you know, I did that. Girls are complicated. Like, I don't even like girls, you know, like. So I just like strictly dickly now.
Got it. But
you know?
their actions showed that they were bi at least.
At some point.
Got it.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. With girls, it's like it's different. Like girls do that shit. Like a girl would be like, "Oh
that's
yeah,
interesting.
I dated a girl. You know, she ate my pussy, but that shit, you know, it wasn't good. And now I'm just strictly dickly. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like girls do that shit. It's okay. Like and guys, bro, guys don't do that, bro. Guys,
Yeah, guys
ain't
do
like,
not do
yo,
that.
yeah, I smashed them. It was whack. I don't like pussy now. Like,
Yo.
you know what I'm saying? They don't do that shit because it's I don't know. It's different, man. Everybody to each his own. Y'all do what y'all want.
So this is gonna get us
But
canceled. This is gonna get
we're
us
definitely
canceled.
getting canceled.
This is gonna
but
get us
shit,
canceled.
They're
Do you
asking
think-
us by
Do you think
questions.
orientation as a whole is a choice, or do you think it's something that can be, like, do you think people not learn it, but I've heard some wild ways that people think. What is your thought process on it?
All right. And
Or do you
I
want me to
don't-
break mine down first? Because
I say my shit.
It's a tough question.
My shit's quick and easy.
Go ahead,
bro.
easy.
Like,
Go ahead.
Like first, I'm gonna just say this now. Like, I'm not trying to get canceled. We're only fucking 10 episodes in.
Facts.
So, like, I don't know. To me, if you like, I think there's something in your upbringing that made you think that.
Really?
Yeah, like
Okay.
For example, like if a girl likes girls,
Mm-hmm.
she must have been really close, like super close to her dad, had mad brothers, you know, and she may have an interest in girls because she has lots of brothers. She's really close with her dad, depending on what she was exposed to and shit. Like that plays, like she can just be, she's more manly. And you know what I'm saying? Where like she's
Okay.
more one of the guys.
Okay.
And where that causes her to I'm one of the guys. Like, all right, the guys be checking out girls. Like, oh, yo, like, damn, I kind of like that too. You know, like, so I can see where that. And then like, you know, I see like little boys who are, you know, they're like flamboyant at an early stage, and you know, I'm looking at the household and it's like the dad's either not there or never there, or you know, we're getting canceled for this.
No,
shit.
no, so keep going. Cause I got some questions.
So like they, you know, just they growing up all around women, you know, 6 women around, you know what I'm saying? And it's like that's all they see. They don't got no homeboys. They got nothing but just girls, and that's just
Got it.
the environment. But then
All
again,
right, hold on. So we're about to play a couple games.
go ahead.
Okay.
I still haven't answered the question
On the
on
orientation
the
thing.
buy.
Okay.
How do I
back,
feel?
we'll come back to it. I
I'm
promise.
trying to have a threesome with you, bitch.
Yeah, he
Let me
said.
bring it out.
He
all
said, "Where's
right?
your friend at, bro?" We'll come back to it. I
Yeah,
promise. Let me
we'll
ask
come
you
back
on
to
the
it.
orientation questions, right? So the first question is, when did you decide that you were straight?
I knew I was straight, bro. Early, dog.
But like, when
early.
did you decide it? Because we
I
had
didn't
options.
decide. There was no decision to be
Okay.
made.
Okay.
It was already what I
It
wanted, what
just
I
was
knew,
there.
what I liked.
Facts.
It was already there.
It was because your dad told you that's what we do.
My
It's
dad
'cause-
ain't tell me nothing.
You just felt it.
I would see girls at a young age. I'm talking like 5, 6 years old.
Facts.
From like when I remember even a girl.
Nah, I get
And
you.
I'll be like,
Girl, you
like,
probably
ooh,
trained by yourself.
like she cute,
Yeah.
bro. Man, I remember in kindergarten, bro.
Yeah, I know
There
what
was
you're
this
talking
girl,
about.
I know her name Lawrence, bro.
I feel like we shouldn't use last names,
I'm
but
using
I
her
get it.
full name.
Go
Lawrence,
ahead, the government.
white girl, blue eyes, blonde hair.
Yeah.
And I remember when I first seen her, I was like, yo, I like her. Like,
Yeah.
I want to kiss her.
Ooh, I'll see you in the sandbox.
I want to kiss her. Like, I knew it. I
Got
was
it.
never like, Daniel.
And you're saying that some people, based on how they were raised, have a different point of view.
Yeah.
So then
I
are
would
you
have to
saying,
be.
second question then is, if you grew up in a household full of women, you're saying that you could be gay?
I don't know, bro. I didn't grow up in a house full of women, so I can't answer that question. But
you
I'm
can.
trying to say is that if you grow up in a house full of women, the chances of you being gay are higher,
You think so?
depending on the woman.
Interesting. Okay.
Now, if if you're a girl,
I hear you.
mean, you're a boy,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
grew up with the Kardashian sisters, Kylie, Kendall,
Yeah.
all them, Kim. That's who you grew up with.
Okay.
All of them.
Yeah.
Like, and you're in the beginning, bro. Like, you might.
So you think that Rob Kardashian might have thought he was gay at some point? Because he did.
He did. I don't know. Have
That'd
you
be a
heard
great.
of
We
Rob?
gotta get him. We gotta get him on the podcast.
Have you heard of him? I haven't heard from him.
I haven't. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's all. For me, I don't remember when I chose, and I think more when I look at guys, especially, and the ridicule that guys could get from it. I don't think anyone is choosing that, right? Like, from a very young age, you know what's cool and what's not. And to then choose that life, to me, to think that was swayed by who grew up in your household, when we look at twins and one of the twins is gay and the other one's not, they grew up in the same household, they had the same or similar parenting, and one is and one isn't. When I look at myself, like I was definitely considered an effeminate dude in my mannerisms and actions and how I talk, because I was raised early on by my aunt and my mom and my grandmother. But there was never a moment where I was like, oh, dudes might be. And I'm a focus group of one. But like I'm not negating this, that I do believe that in a traumatic situation, right, if there was foul play, I could definitely see feeling unsafe with the opposite sex and feeling more safe with the same sex regardless of your gender.
But something must have happened.
I think the percentage of that, super small. But this is my perception. My perception is that you, like, using myself and using, like, even you, bro. Like, you're like, bro, nah, I always knew. Like, then why wouldn't someone else who has such conviction in who they want to be with not feel the same way, especially when they're telling me that.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like there's a
It's
whole
tough.
bunch of people who are like, nah, I always knew and tried to fight it, and I still am here.
Yeah.
How could I not trust that person? But I do get what you're saying,
Man,
and I see what you're saying.
At the end of the day, bro, like I never cared about what anybody who you love.
I
who
get what
you
you're saying.
love, you know
And
what
your
I'm saying?
opinion is your opinion. I'm not saying you
Yeah.
can't have it.
Yeah.
I
Love
only
who you
challenge it
love.
because I just see it
I
differently.
would like to do, question. I mean, because I've seen where people, it's an only child, and that father was in their life, and they played sports and they did a lot of things regular boys would do, and then like ended up being gay, and I don't know what it is.
It's funny you say that, bro. I feel like an asshole because I'm not gonna name the year, but I found out not so recently, last couple of years, that a guy I played basketball with is gay.
Mm-hmm.
And back when we played together, that's funny. Damn. Back when we played together, it was during that like everything is gay era.
Yeah.
Everything. Oh, it's gay. Oh, that the F word, stuff like that. And I look back and I'm like, damn, like I'm curious if all of that interaction kept him in the closet longer.
Yeah.
I haven't had that conversation with him.
I'm sure,
but like
dog. I'm
to
sure.
see that he's gay now, and then low key, that person, looking back, like he was the one that was saying it or talking about that stuff
Yeah.
the most. Like, oh, that shit's gay. Oh, that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, oh, don't be like,
Mhm.
and
He was the one saying it the most. You're saying?
not the most, but like he would chime in as if it was commonplace, obviously, because it
bro,
was for everybody.
at that time, bro, it
Yeah.
really was.
Yeah.
Though.
No, I
Even
get what
gay
you're saying.
people were like, "Man, that shit's gay."
Yeah.
Like it was just.
I get what you're saying. I think for me, the realization is that has to be a tough place to be.
Yeah.
We're talking about a time when, like, not that it wasn't cool, but it wasn't accepted.
Facts.
Like in the little one school now, people can not truly be themselves because obviously you're going to be judged for anything always, your clothes, your anything. But like, it was dangerous to be a gay guy at that time, and I got a lot of respect for the people who were
Facts.
openly gay at that time because, bro, it was legitimately dangerous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like,
No, I got respect for if you're people who are gay, especially like the guys. Like, I feel like for girls, it's like a lot more accepted.
facts. And it
but-
always kind of has
Yeah,
been.
it's always been accepted.
But also, I think that's been accepted because women are so sexualized as objects in the first place.
Yeah.
Which is also a dangerous topic. And like, yeah, it's cool that it's fine, but
Yeah.
it's only fine because you're an object, not because we accept you.
Yeah.
It's only cool because we want to join you, not because
Yeah.
we accept you as a person,
Yeah.
but because I see you as an object. And that's also low-key dangerous as shit.
Facts. Nah, so I think that's a whole nother thing, man. I don't know. I don't really even like to talk too much about it just because I'm not too familiar with it. I know that if you're gay, I'm cool with you. I treat you
Facts.
like anybody else, and and I commend anybody who's actually who comes out and they're open about it. I respect that because it takes a lot of balls, bro, to do that. But yeah, it's definitely it's like for guys, if you're gay and you're a guy, I already know it's a lot harder just because it's not accepted as much for like rather if you were a woman and you were gay, because it's like, ooh, girl kissing a girl.
Facts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like you see two guys kissing, it's like, what? It's like it's completely different. But I don't know, man. It's some people say it's like, oh, they're born that way. And
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
What's interesting, and I think as a whole, we need more of this in the world, and just to show love and props to Kev, bro, regardless of if you agree with Kev or not, I think what we all just saw is that he has an opinion that is his, and knowing him actually, and I fuck with this heavy, is you don't impose your opinion as fact on others. You believe that, it's very possible that it's more nurture the nature.
Yeah.
But regardless, you don't care because the person, you don't care how they got there because the person is a person to you. You're going to treat them with love, respect, or whatever. And I think, to me, bro, that is something that we all should embrace a little bit more. Is that, yo, you can have your opinion and that's cool, but I still got to treat everyone like a human and give them the respect that I would want, even if their values or positions don't equally align with me. And I think with what we're going to see in the media coming up here shortly with the world in the next couple months for sure, that's needed massively. Like, we can disagree.
All right, so speaking of that shit, because
bro, we gotta get to your buy question. We gotta get to your buy question.
We'll get to that, but shit, we talking about that, bro. So like, all right, LBGT community, bro.
TQ, okay.
LBGTQ.
I think there's a Q, yeah.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P Q R S T U V Z. Community.
Facts.
They are. It's like, bro. I even see fellow friends that are gay that are like, yo, that's out of pocket. Like that Olympic shit.
Okay.
You seen that? They like try to do the Last Supper.
Yeah.
And then
I've seen a couple different things, but yes, I did
like,
see that.
Then now the Olympic, like they removed it because it was like getting a lot of backlash. Bro, it's like sometimes I just feel like they're just trying to put this shit in our face, bro. Like they're like, let kids do what they want to do.
All right. First, before we go further, I want to say that's everybody though.
Putting shit in your face?
Yeah, I think we need to go, like, respect for not just the LGBTQ community, but communities in general. Like, don't let the minority be the view of the majority. And there were, like, let's say 15, 20 people on that stage. You believe in God. I would say you have a faith in God, but you aren't the person out front of the abortion clinic with the sign saying that you're going to hell and throwing shit on people. And, that's a minority that looks like a majority, but it ain't. And so I think before we put the whole alphabet on the stand, I think we do have to be mindful of the fact that
they're not all. I know, but that's what I'm
that's
saying.
20 people.
A lot of my friends
Facts.
that are gay, they're not agreeing.
What the fuck is this?
They're like, yo, what is this?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things going on, bro. That is like to me, it's just it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. And it's almost like forced, you know. And
I definitely feel it. At
the end of the day, bro, like I take my kid. I decide what my decisions are with my kid, and we have that conversation. And I hope that all these kids that are growing up, if they want to be gay, they want to be gay. Let them be gay. But like, bro, like it shouldn't be. Nothing should be forced. Let it happen naturally and organically. And if and there should be no judgment. So if they decide to do something, don't judge them for it. Let them do. If that's what they want to do, let them do it. No judgment. But like, we shouldn't be like. It shouldn't just like. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know who signed off on that. Like, to me, I will say that's a weird thing to sign.
Who signed off on that? Who signed off on that?
Yeah, that's
exactly what I said.
Weird thing to sign off.
Why are you doing the Last Supper?
And someone said it was something else, like in Greek mythology, possibly, or I forget what exactly it was.
Shit was gay as fuck, bro.
Bro. I think as soon as you cross over into, I think if it was supposed to be the Last Supper, and I haven't heard anything officially saying that it was supposed to portray the Last Supper. If it was, I don't know who thought that was a good idea.
All right, let's say it's not the Last Supper.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it the opening ceremony for the Olympics to the world? Why is there a whole bunch of like
drag queens,
transgender, like super, I don't know, whatever you want to call it.
Why do you feel, so you're saying why is there an LGBTQ tribute or demonstration at the beginning of the Olympics?
It's not even, that was not a tribute, bro.
Okay, what do you think it is?
Because, bro, like, a gay person doesn't always look like that.
100%. I get you.
Gay people look like regular people.
Got it.
They put an image out there.
So to be clear, we're gonna call it the alphabet. So if y'all, we're just gonna say the alphabet because I don't want to fuck up the letters. So the alphabet is not just gay people.
I know.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
that's all they put on there was like drag queens,
Yeah.
trans. Like,
So you're saying, why
type
do we need
people.
that?
It's not that why do we need that.
Okay.
It's like, why was that the opening ceremony for the Olympics?
I don't know.
Something that's traditional for years and years and years. They decided to do that. Like, who was like, oh yeah, we're gonna do that? Like, there's a lot of ways to support, bro. But like, that was just like out of pocket, bro. It's okay. You can have a few people, like have some like people who are regular Joe Schmoes, bro. Me and you on there, you know, regular athletes on there. Why can't it, like, why was it like 16 freaking, like,
I get what you're saying. I think
it's just weird,
to
bro.
play devil's advocate
for
I think,
the Olympics.
Yeah, I think to play devil's advocate, I'm not surprised that something happened like that in Paris. Like, think about that. Think about the setting. Think about the situation. I'm not surprised something like that.
Jay-Z should have been out there.
Oh man, I'm not surprised something like that happened in Paris. I don't know why or who signed off on that. Especially
weird,
if it was a depiction of the Last Supper. To me, you're a little out of pocket for that. Like, I don't. There is something about taking certain, like, so for instance, realistically, and I'm gonna ruffle some feathers with this. Technically, the swastika that is associated with like Nazi Germany and Hitler was supposed to be a sign of pride. There were multiple swastikas that were used for different signs of and symbols, and the one that we know has a certain connotation that is negative. And so because of that, globally, but I think especially here in America, like, that's not something that we let go places.
Yeah.
And so we know globally, religion is one of those hot topics that we shouldn't make fun of, or I think satire has its place. In that situation, I'm not sure. So it's definitely not something I would do, but fuck, no one asked me.
I know.
And I think there are certain spaces that we should be really mindful of the impact on people. But maybe that's the point, bro.
Like, but it's something
to me, that's like the knee. Like right low key, that's like the knee in Colin Kaepernick.
Let's say, for example,
we don't talk about it unless it happens.
What they did right there,
like, we're not talking about this if they don't.
Saying. Look,
I don't know what the point was.
Santa Claus. Who is Santa Claus right now?
Who?
When you think of Santa Claus, what do you see? Fat, white dude.
Yeah.
White beard,
Tim
long
Allen.
beard. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Santa Claus. Right? So let's say they're doing an event, a big traditional event that's been going on for hundreds of years, and they get a fucking drag queen Santa Claus.
Doesn't bother me. Like, that actually bothers me way less than the Last Supper, because Santa Claus is so, like, to me, what you're talking about right now. I'm
talking about a traditional.
Oh my God.
A regular.
Yeah.
If there's for example,
Bro.
the big tree that's in New York, bro, that they have at the Rockefeller Center, the tree
Big
that's
tree.
there,
Yeah,
and they're
there's
gonna
tree
have,
lighting every
there's
year.
a whole bunch of kids out there, and then they have a tranny or
Bro.
transgender.
Keep going. No, keep going. Nah, I'm gonna let you be you, bro.
Bro, cancel me. I don't, bro.
Yo, keep going.
If I'm not saying the right fucking lingo,
they got
bro,
a transgender Santa Claus. Go ahead.
They don't. So you can't call transgender tyranny? Is that
You can
is
do
that
what
bad?
you want to do.
Is that bad? I don't know.
I don't know if it's bad, but low key feel like that's not a place I should be. Like, you know when you hear something and you don't know,
That's
but I feel
bad
like
to say. All right,
I don't know,
bro.
I think we need.
All right, if there was a Santa Claus that was a Mrs. Claus that looked like a Santa Claus. It's just like, why, like, you, like, big stomach, instead of big stomach, it was just like big ass titties and a BBL ass, and it was out there for the kids.
Facts.
Like, to me, that's out of pocket.
So I think
there's a place and a time, bro.
So where me and you are going to differ on this is a couple different things. The first place we're going to differ on this is, bro, Santa Claus is a fictional character. And if you're saying that Jesus and the Bible and those are fictional characters, we ain't going to say that, right?
No.
I think the second place where it goes off, that's wild. I don't know what just happened. But I think the second place where that goes off is the Santa Claus that you're depicting is for kids, and the Paris thing is for adults. And so I think there's a different level of.
Is it for adults? The Olympics? There's teenagers in the.
I get what you're. I do get what you're saying. Yeah. I think if you just click them on and off, I think they'll come on. If not, then did we just get last called? Okay, bro. I was nervous that we just got last called at the damn podcast spot. We can't tell you where it is. It's a secret spot.
And just so you guys know, we're deep in the episode.
We are deep in
This
the
is episode 11.
This it. Hold on, before you do that, because we're gonna do that. Let's circle back because we went off on a crazy ass tangent. Before we do circle back to the question of the day, I would actually love to know two things. One, how would you feel about a transgender Santa Claus? Two, how did you feel about the Olympic display that could have been the Last Supper or whatever it was supposed to be depicting? It's on the screen, so please check that.
Yeah, let us know in the comments. And then also let me know if I'm out of pocket for saying the shit that I'm saying, because I want to know.
I don't know if you're out of pocket. The thing...
Educate me. Educate me.
I'm
not educated in the lingo.
The problem with that is, to me, it's all about your intent. Right? All about your intent. And your intent is not to be hurtful or harmful.
Yeah.
And I know that. And I hope when people hear these terms that maybe could be harmful or not, I don't know. Something about that one don't sit right with me. So, but the thing is, it's not that it doesn't sit right with me that you can't say it.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah.
And so I think there's a certain level of responsibility. If I wouldn't say it, I'm going to just bring it up to you because I don't know.
Let me know. Hey, y'all let me know, please, because I swear to you on anything that I don't know.
Well, he's going off of his Pornhub. I know the fuck you're talking about.
Pornhub?
Yeah.
I'll never search tranny on Pornhub,
So
brother.
Yeah,
where that came from?
Yeah, where'd it come from?
Growing up, anytime I seen something that like transgender, I never said transgender. It was always tranny.
Where'd you see that stuff?
That's what people. Oh, that's a tranny. That's a tranny. I didn't. What's Pornhub got to do with it?
I honestly,
it's fucking Joe, bro. Gotta test this. Check this guy out.
Please do. Please do.
Pornhub and tranny got nothing to do with each other. At least in my search history. Anyways, happy dad.
So what was? Bro, you know I'm zooming in on that. Please.
That shit. Hey, happy dad. We're drinking happy dad instead of high noons.
We are today.
This is a legit taste test.
What's your thoughts on happy dad?
One sip. Everybody knows the rules.
Wow, you just stole that, but I'm down.
I really would like to know what kind of alcohol is in it.
Yep.
Doesn't say.
It says it's 5%, but doesn't say what. Yeah. I think most seltzers are vodka, but I don't know.
Yeah, so I would give it a 7.6 out of 10.
7.6 out of 10?
Pineapple.
Respectfully, I think that's a little high. But I've only had the lemon lime, and I've only had lemon lime. But I will say it tastes more seltzer than taste.
Yeah.
But lemon lime is one of those things that get disappeared, so I will try another one. But
I'm on my third one. This is
right now in compared to High Noon.
I like High Noons, but these
right now
giving me bloated. High Noons, I be burping like a bitch. He burping right now.
Facts.
I be burping and my stomach gets a little bloated. I'm not feeling any bloating right now, and it's definitely tasty.
Before we move on crazy, I do want to know what your thoughts are because we went on the tangent of tangents.
Yeah.
But what do you think about your girl being bisexual?
Listen,
what's the move for
if
you?
my girl's bisexual, baby, listen, baby.
Because I'm about to just...
If you bisexual and you fucking with me, you like girls, that's fine. I don't feel any... If I see you talking to a girl, I wouldn't... If I saw you kiss a girl right in front of my face...
Go ahead, do all that, yeah.
It all depends on the type of girl. Like, because there's different types of bis. Like, girls can be bi, but sometimes girls are bi and they want, like, a manly girl.
Okay.
And then sometimes girls are bi and they just want like another sexy ass, like just a regular,
Like
a
more
girly
feminine.
feminine
Got it.
girl.
Is butch a bad word? Because in my mind, butch
Bitch?
comes butch.
Butch.
Is butch a bad word? I don't know, but
No.
so more.
What's a butch?
I would say more masculine woman
Oh,
or butch. Like to me, butch is like the girl you're talking about, where it's more masculine.
I would say like tomboy.
Tomboy. Okay, tomboy.
Yeah.
Fuck with that. Yeah. So
if my girl's like,
what if they want the tomboy? So what if there's a strap in the situation?
whoa, there's no situation.
You're saying you want a threesome, and she's like, "Yo, yeah, cool. I got this
And then she
girl."
whip out the strap?
Yeah.
I'm whipping out the strap. What you mean? No, hell no.
Yo.
Ain't no straps. Ain't no straps in my bedroom.
She's thinking I'm 12 gauge. She's thinking 12 inches, and you're thinking 12 gauge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but
Ain't
why?
no straps. So, no, I'm just saying that's just my preference. If the girl that I'm dealing with, she's bi, I don't care. You know, she can be bi.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, to me, I wouldn't find it attractive for me if you were buying the type of girl that you like was more like a boyish girl. Unless I've seen
So real talk. Now this is not like friend. This is your lady.
Yeah.
If she was bisexual,
If she was
you would want to have a threesome with her.
If she was my lady,
Yeah, she's your girl. She's your like this. I get it. I'm with you.
I do what you want to do, baby.
Really,
but,
really. So you would.
But it depends. Like,
Not
what kind of girl you talking about?
I'm talking about. So I'm
When
talking about.
there's a threesome, it's not.
It's your wife.
This is
I'm
what.
talking about-
All right.
it's your wife.
I don't give a fuck. My wife, my girlfriend. It
If
don't
your
matter.
wife wants a threesome.
regular girl that I just met, the girl that she brings into the bedroom, I gotta approve of that.
So what's really wild about that is that I'm gonna ask you another question, and you're gonna be so off on it that it's impossible for me to think that you would actually do the sharing of the. You already know.
What?
What's the question?
A guy?
Yeah.
No.
So your wife says, "Okay, let's bring another dude in." You would be like, "Yes."
No. No.
But if she asked to bring a girl in,
Yes.
we're
If
fine
I-
with that.
If I approve of that.
If you approve of
I
the-
gotta see a picture. Oh, she look good. All right, yeah, she can come.
I mean, I guess I do get that.
But
I hear you on that.
I'm not my girl ain't finna be getting her
I'll
bent
be honest with
over
you,
by
it's-
another dude
it's-
in front of me.
It's wild to me.
What?
No, I get what you're saying. That's what I don't want.
wild.
It's wild to me. Honestly, I'm not wild. I'm actually a little surprised that you'd want to share your lady with anybody. A little bit of me is like, I'm
not-
curious if that.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want to. This is all if she wants to. The question is that I'm getting from you is if this is what she wants to do.
Facts.
Like if my girl's like, yo, you want to have a threesome? I'm gonna be like, do you want to have a threesome? Yeah. Who we talking about? Oh, I like this girl. You know, she said, you know, they're probably planning some shit out. Boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, beep, beep, boop, beep. Look. I'd be like, damn, she look good. I've had threesomes.
No red flags are going off.
If it's my wife, it's
Yeah.
maybe. Maybe my wife's starting to like girls and she.
No, because you knew she was bisexual going in. And maybe you had a couple before you got married, maybe not.
Maybe
but
she
there's
just
no
want
red
to have
flags?
fun. Nah, I don't see no red flags.
Got it. Okay. All right.
I don't see no red flags. Now, you trying to invite a guy in? I'll divorce you, bitch.
Wait, why?
Because.
Well, you know she's bisexual. So to me,
What the fuck is that? I'm the guy. There's no. What do you mean? You're bisexual? All right,
Yeah.
bring a girl. Like you
Yeah,
ain't
yeah.
bringing another
I
guy.
would
You trying to get the
definitely
train ran on you?
100% would be more open to my wife wanting to bring a woman in. I think where maybe I'm a little more possessive than I want to admit is that in my mind it's like,
Oh,
well,
you like her?
No. Well, the thing is, there's something that the woman can provide that I cannot.
What?
Like I don't
Coochie?
know. It could be anything.
Coochie.
Right?
That
It could-
word again.
To me, it could be anything. And so maybe that is a place where I'm actually more possessive than I actually think I am, because if my wife wanted to add anybody,
Yeah.
because I would not add a man, a woman probably. I mean, I guess it would be a conversation. Because honestly, my wife would probably get most things that she wants,
Yeah.
except for another dude. And even the other person, to me, as soon as you go to that place, why? Like, what are you missing? What is not fulfilled? Not,
Yeah.
but I think for me, and I think so, I understand open relationships. I understand, like, other things. But if we weren't doing it before,
Yeah.
then entering it into our marriage, we'd have to have a
Of
conversation.
course, I feel like, bro, like I said, like I've been in these situations
Yeah.
before. I already know how that kind.
You said you've had a threesome, right?
I've had a threesome.
So how did you feel about those? Was it guys, girls? Was it what was the
Nah,
math?
Never guys.
Okay.
Never guys.
Okay.
Always girls.
Okay.
And it was always like something that. Well, one was a girl.
Were any of them your girlfriend?
Yes.
Okay. How did you feel about your girlfriend after?
I loved her even more, bro.
Did you?
Yeah.
You loved her more.
I loved her more. I was like, yo, you a real one.
Facts.
Like you must really love me to want to be able for me to do a fantasy.
Wait, did you ask or did she ask?
Nah, like she had it was like we talked about it. We talked about it and it was like, yo, she was like, would you have a threesome? I was like, you gotta be very careful. Guys, listening. Like your girl asks you for a threesome, you never say yes. You always say, what do you want? Fellas, take fucking notes.
That
I'm
is
letting
facts.
you know. You anytime she'll trick your ass into saying, you want a threesome? Oh, you want other bitches.
The worst part is she'll say you want a threesome and you say yes, and then you guys do not suggest the person because if you're following
Yeah.
that person, if I'm telling you right now, you ain't no more.
Yeah.
Yo.
Look, you guys, you gotta let your
that's
girl
funny.
do the work.
Yeah.
As a person who's
So
been through
this girl
that
that you did,
yeah, she asked me.
yeah.
She was like, what's like? Would you want to have like a threesome? And I already knew. I was like, I mean, I'm like, do you?
Does this? So we do not have to talk about who this is because I don't want to share other people's
Yeah.
sexual experiences. But is this someone that you thought that you saw an actual future with?
Yeah.
Marriage,
Yes.
you were gonna be
Yes.
with. Really?
Yes.
Got it. And so you had this threesome,
Mm-hmm.
and
It was a one-time thing. It was great.
did it ever enter into your relationship again?
Nah, it was like one of her best friends.
Wow. All of that sounds miserable.
Yeah, it wasn't though. But
I'm
at
sure it
the end
was
of the
great.
day, we're not together. So maybe that played a factor.
How
But-
long after the threesome, or was it not like close?
No, it was far.
It was far after.
Yeah. But nah, like she asked, she brought it up, you know. She was like, "What would you like? What are your like?" We would talk about fantasies and shit.
Did you ever ask her why she wanted to?
Well, she only did it really because for me. Like I feel like I'm sure there was some type of bi-curious shit that she was on, but there was definitely she was like we would talk about it, and then I was like, shit. I mean, if that's something that you trying to do, then you know I'll do it. Shit, I ain't scared, man. So it ended up happening. It was pretty cool. It wasn't even a real threesome. I wouldn't even say it was.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because well, I don't know. It should get rated R real quick, but yeah, I wouldn't consider like a real threesome because
Okay.
a real threesome is like intercourse with
Everybody.
everybody.
Got
and
it. So it wasn't.
yeah,
Okay. We can leave it there.
yeah.
Unless you want to, because this
Nah,
is the
nah.
BDE podcast.
Nah, I'll say that for the Patreon.
The Patreon.
But
That should be an episode.
yeah, I mean, so back to the question because we're gonna move forward from this.
We have
right? Back we've been stuck. How long we been on this?
43 minutes. So we were
Great.
talking about bi-curiosity.
Yo, me and Joe before we started the podcast, we're always like, all right, so we're gonna talk about this, and then, all right, this
That's
is
only gonna be like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's only that's
45
10
minutes
That's
later,
the
here we are.
introduction. We're gonna do this, and
Yeah.
then shit. 45 minutes later, that's just
Go ahead. Okay.
But yeah,
So, end of the day, do you think that you could date someone who's bi?
I can date somebody that's
Yeah.
bi.
Would you be threatened?
I would not be threatened.
And then would you want to have a threesome with that bi-curious or bisexual girl?
It's not that I want to. Again, bro, I never suggested. I'm never like I want to.
And you would unless
I
it was
have
only
before with
you
like
would
I
if
have
it was a
before
man.
with somebody, but
I'm sorry, you would if man. You would if it was a woman.
yeah, if it was a female for sure, 100%. Yeah. What? Oh,
Serious relationship.
you want to do it?
Yeah.
If that's what you want to do, yeah, I'm down.
Serious relationship, I'm probably not. I would have that conversation with her if
Yeah.
she wanted to bring it up, but it'd have to be like I would have to feel confident that that was a physical thing, not an emotional thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I
we
would
had
agree
the
with that.
conversation that women and sex is way more emotional than it's physical. So then, with that logic, if that is true, then even this act. So in my experience,
It's different.
that's been a bad thing. It has not turned out well.
It's just different.
In
bro.
my experience,
It's
that
different.
situation has not turned out well.
Man.
But anyway,
Yeah.
45 minutes in, hey, this is episode 11.
Episode 11.
You really should check out the Patreon, the YouTube, the Instagram, all of the places, all of the
For real.
spaces. You should like, share, you should subscribe. You should leave them comments.
Share, subscribe, leave comments.
This conversation that we've already talked about for 45 minutes came from a Patreon questioner who always got the questions. Shout out to you. I appreciate you. We had a topic of the day that probably ain't going to get topic.
Nah.
But we can actually run with it. I think we can rattle it off
real quick.
The icks, the shit that it comes up, and then you like
shit. I love the word icks.
icks.
Like, I have an ick.
You know what's crazy is actually my first ick is shit like that. Like it's not icks, but like if a grown woman is saying shit like, oh, that's icky.
Yeah.
Like childish.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
To me, that's an ick. Like if you have a baby voice around adults, please stop.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that is so icky.
All right. So Joe,
Got it.
what's the ick?
I just gave you one. What's yours? Give me your first one.
My ick. I have so many icks, bro. So fucked up. My ick of mine is like if I see you seeking attention, like on your Instagram, you just like posting how you're feeling so much all the time, like just
So not physical attention. You're saying like your verbal.
they're like posting like little quotes and shit that I know you ain't fucking living.
Damn, we lost it. Go ahead, keep going.
Died.
Yeah, it'll be all right. Keep going.
Like icks, like in that sense, like just seeking attention on Instagram, just like posting thirst traps all the time. I'm like, bro, like that's an ick, man. Like I really can't even fuck with you.
Yeah,
like
I would actually be more adverse to thirst traps than I would be to like the quotes that get people to check in on you.
Yeah.
As far as a partner, I check on those people.
Yeah.
But I would probably be more adverse to that from someone I'm dating. I think an ick for me is smoking. Smoking cigarettes, bro? No, please don't. Please don't. I can't. I cannot do that. I will not do that.
Yeah.
Cannot, will not. I mean, it's a damn Dr. Seuss book.
That's so disgusting, bro.
Cigarettes is wild.
At least vape, bitch.
And honestly, that to me, that level of
At
lack
least
of self-control,
vape.
I probably couldn't do vape either anymore. Like,
At least vape don't stink. I feel like, yo, you smoking cigarettes, that coochie smell like cigar weed.
wow, what? Give me another ick. What's another ick of yours?
Bro, sense of direction.
Break that down.
Just like not being able to know where I'm at. Like when I tell you where I'm at, or like if I'm like, yo, like go here. Like now we're in 2024, bro. Like just put the shit on your GPS. Like how are you getting lost?
That's actually valid.
Or like
That's actually valid.
If you're in a big crowd and I'm like, yo, I'm in the back by the tree. Like there's only one tree here. Like go to the back by the tree. Like why? Like just the fact that you can't find me is that.
I'm gonna piggyback on that one. Helplessness. So it's not necessarily a sense of direction for me, but it's like helplessness. The phone at this point gives you access to anything almost. And so if you can't figure it out, I understand that there's things I'm going to help you with. There's things you're going to help me with. Maybe I don't have a level of understanding. But basic things like that, like how to get to a spot. Ick. Any others? Bro, rude. So I was a server. At Outback. And I remember,
oh my God,
like my third day, I spilled 3 sodas on like a 10-year-old girl.
Oh my God.
And the parents were mad cool about it, almost to the point where I felt like an absolute asshole. And so if you spilled, like, and that is honestly the reason why if it happened to Ava, I I actually have an extra pair of clothes in the car for her almost always for stuff like that. But that's why that experience led me to not be. I can't be rude to wait staff. I understand you have a bad day. I understand you make mistakes. Like, I get it. Yeah. So if you're rude to waiters, servers,
100%.
any type of staff, disgusting.
You know another ick of mine?
What's that?
When dudes do it too, bitches do it, but when they stand in front of a car that's not theirs and take
Take a
pictures.
picture.
Bitch posting taking a picture for the Instagram in front of a Ferrari. That's not your fucking Ferrari, bitch. Why are you in front of it?
Wow.
You don't even know the dude that's driving it. Like, if you was fucking with him, I understand, but like, you just walked out of International Mall and see the shit at the valet, and you was like, I'm gonna take a picture in front of this shit.
I'll be honest, I think for women that's actually more flagrant than for dudes. Because if a dude does it, we all know if he's got the paper or don't got the paper for that.
Yeah.
If a woman does it, she could low-key be saying, I pulled a cat who
Who's
got
driving
this.
Yeah.
And so, yes, you're a little thirsty.
Yeah,
motherfuckers,
yeah.
You can't. Nah, bro. I
Another
will say
thing?
that's super flagrant.
Another ick, bro, I got so many icks. Now I'm just thinking about
Just
it.
icky.
Another ick is like when a girl posting like materialistic things that are expensive,
But you broke.
but you broke, bitch.
Broke. And to piggyback on that one, one of probably the ickiest icks for me is a woman who wants a man who is a stepping stool as opposed to someone who is an equal or an additional teammate. So, for instance, you work at McDonald's, but you need a dude who makes six figures. Can you explain? What are you bringing to the table?
You talking about that, like that girl right
I
there?
think that's different.
Bro, y'all missed it.
I think that's different.
Y'all missed it. Off camera, this girl come in here. Mind you, bro, I'm not shaming anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give you guys a vivid description.
Mm-hmm.
She's like 5'2".
Yes.
180.
Mm-hmm.
Possibly 200 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about icks, and we're like, yo, what are some of y'all icks? And she's, first thing, if you're not over 6 foot, mind you, me and Joe are under 6 foot, so we both.
Yeah, 5'7" 3/4.
I took that personally.
Mm-hmm. I didn't take it personally.
I did because
you know what's really
first of
crazy?
all,
I didn't take it personally because she wasn't
200 pounds, bitch. You're a linebacker, and you talking about your man got to be 6 foot.
Maybe that's why.
Good luck,
She needs
bitch.
somebody who. I think it's interesting. So I will say this.
She needs somebody bigger because she big.
So I will say this. For me, honestly, a
Marshawn Lynch.
A big ick were to have standards that are not controllable, right? So, like, if that is the bar, right? The 6 foot thing doesn't bother me. To me, is that like that's the first thing out of your mouth. It's something physical that person doesn't have anything control over. To me,
you're not 6
like
foot.
even the stuff that we talked about is character. Bro. It's habitual. It's like I actually wait, bro. I'm trying to think about it. Did we say anything
physical
at all? All of my icks have to do with your character, your habits, who you are as a human.
That's a man thing.
That might be my biggest ick. That might be my
thing.
No, I don't think that's a man thing. Cause I know dudes who, if you don't got a fat ass, if you don't, stop. Let's not do that. Let's not do that because there's dudes who be out there acting crazy and have standards for physicality that are wild.
Yeah,
you know what's crazy? And I will say this: when I was a man, there's a couple weird things that changed in my life, but when I was a man who chased women only, I think physicality was higher rated in my life of the woman that I dated. Yeah. There was a time that things switched and women started talking to me more. And when that happened, I think my rating scale became less about physicality and the character of women. Yeah. And so, like, I will say that has been a big change for me. I wasn't always the guy who had this, like, set of values. But I think we ran back, and we will because we'll both watch this. I don't think any of the icks that we said had anything to do with an uncontrollable thing. It's about your character. It's about your habits. Like, and that just happened naturally.
Yeah.
And so the 6 foot thing doesn't bother me because to me what it tells you is that we could never be together anyway because your value system is so skewed. Because you're gonna tell me that you're eliminating people based on something that's out of their control.
First of all,
I'm not even gonna say it. I already know what you want to say.
That girl has no fucking the audacity.
The audacity. No, you're right.
She wants somebody 6 foot over.
So if you know, you know. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna mean it.
Bro.
At 10, she's a 2. At 2, she might be a 10. And if you know, you know.
At 2, she might be a 10.
Do you get it?
No.
So I'm gonna say this: at 10 p.m., she's a 2.
Oh.
Okay. At 2 a.m., she might be a 10. And that's Joe from that's young Joe. That's 18, 19, 20-year-old Joe.
That girl's a 2. I'm not trying to shame, bro. We're getting canceled for sure.
Bro, this episode is the one.
Canceled. Yo, if y'all still follow and listen to us after this episode, I really, really fuck with y'all.
Yo, what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to
fan them.
I could actually run off on Icks forever. There's like these little weird things that people do that like I'll see on
I have
a date.
a physical ick.
What is your physical ick?
For a girl.
What is your physical ick?
When like
what is the physical ick?
so fucked up.
Tell me. Go ahead.
Like teeth. Like especially when you're older. Like if you're like over 20, 21 and you ain't like want to invest in your teeth, but you want to invest in Louis Vuitton purses and heels.
Okay, I see what you're saying. That's actually still not a physical ick, I don't think.
Like you're just like you're not putting your money into like
I don't think that's
teeth, bro. Like
I hear what you're saying.
You can fix your teeth. They got like, bro. You can get veneers. You can get fucking the braces. You know what I'm saying?
Is that is that actually a physical ick or is that a character ick? Because you're talking about where you're putting your money.
Like I'm not saying you got those teeth like you fucking whack, but the fact that you're putting your money into other things and you don't want to put money to fix your grill, bro.
And what you're saying, I think that's still a character ick. But I would go ahead.
Hang with bitches got bad bottom teeth too. Their
hygiene.
Upper teeth be
hygiene.
fine, and their bottom teeth be fucked up, and they just be talking like this, and they just cover.
Where your teeth is throwing up gang signs.
Yeah. Fucking
I hear what you're saying. I think for me, if I had to choose a physical ick, it would be hygiene.
Stank pussy.
Yeah, I mean not just that. Damn, bro, you caught me too. Yeah, that's it. What? Oh shit. No, but everything. Like I think, and don't.
Shit.
Yeah, I think hygiene. I think hygiene is important.
I mean, I heard stories and I seen stories. It'd be the baddest bitches, stankiest.
I think women are messy in general.
Guys too.
Nah, I think
it's just harder for a girl because that's just internal, bro. You're like your inside is open.
Your inside is open. Give me one more ick and let's each find one.
All right, one more ick.
Yeah.
Hairy armpits on a female. Like if you ain't maintaining it.
Ooh, okay, that's how hygiene, I think.
Like, but I mean, like little prickles. I ain't scared of the little. I eat the kiwi with the skin on it. You feel me? Like, I'm not talking about that. But if you got like a 4 on your armpit,
wow.
And like when they when a female like when they try to embrace the hairiness.
It smells.
They're growing their armpit.
It smells really
They're
bad.
growing their hairs out on their armpit.
It smells.
Bro, if you don't shave that shit, if I had a girl I really liked her, I'm shaving her armpits when she's sleeping. Like,
wow.
You ain't finna have some hairy ass armpits fucking with me. So that's the ick.
So, ladies, I will say this to Kev's point, not just the armpits, but let's just say overall grooming. I think it's different for men than it is for women because of our biology. But I think proper grooming, not proper, but I think grooming all over the body is important because there's certain things I ain't going to do if you're not groomed. And I'm not saying you have to be checking for me because not everyone is, but that is 100%. I think my last ick, this is about the power off. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if we can get it to rock. We might not be able to. Oh, let's see if it works. My last ick is I think the body count question is an ick for me.
The body count question?
Yeah, I think the body count question, especially like first date, second, like early on.
Yeah.
I think the body count question is an ick for me.
I would just lie at that point.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just curious.
I don't even know my body count.
I think there's better questions, right? Like,
do you know your body count?
No. I think there's better questions. I think the real question, like, I think if you're asking about like safety, if you're asking about, I think there's better ways to ask a question than body count.
Yeah. What's your body count?
I think if I
Who
had,
asked that? I don't think nobody really asked that.
What's funny is that I had this conversation, the body count question with some other people, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's definitely something I would ask." As an adult, I'm not asking that. Like, I want to know about your past.
Yeah.
I think that's not something that's uber. Like, the number isn't as important to me as is your relationship with sex.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, bro, like, you can kind of tell. I can see a girl, and by the way she presents herself, of what her body count might be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can see you be like, you about 10. And then I can see another baby like, you about 55.
Does either of those numbers actually bother you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, body count bothers me. I don't want to know it. I want to judge you based off of what I don't like. I'm never going to ask a girl, what's your body count?
Yeah.
Because I'm going to just assume it's low if I'm fucking with you.
Really? But
Like,
yours is high.
I don't know. What's high?
But if you can't.
What's high?
So if a woman said I couldn't count, would that be too high for you?
Yeah. The fuck
But
you can't
but you
count?
don't know what it is though.
You don't know how to count to 20?
But you don't know what yours is.
You can't count to 20?
But you don't know what yours is.
But you didn't say that. You didn't. She says, I don't know. But you're saying that she.
But you're saying you don't know.
I don't know.
Okay. So you can't count to 20?
I can't count to 500.
Oh, bro.
Not just kidding.
Okay.
I don't know.
You know
I just, it's for a guy and for a girl. It's different, bro. I don't want to talk to a girl and she says she got a fucking big ass, high ass body count, bro. I don't want to know it. I'm never gonna ask it, and it is what it is. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys have to work to try to smash, where girls, they let people smash. They can be 10 girls here, and you know they can smash 10 guys today if they want to. You know, where us, we may be lucky if we get one.
I get what you're saying. I honestly,
it's just an easier access. So when a girl's body count's higher, it's like, yo, you.
I think we as men need to portray the opposite to other young men. I think what you just said is that men are more desperate because we feel like there is less opportunity, and it's the same opportunity. If we sleep with somebody, it is though.
How?
It is because it's your choice.
There's a girl here.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
She decides.
But that's based. But
we don't decide.
Yeah, but that's because of us. You do decide. You decide whether you do or not.
I decide. She says yes, then I decide.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna open this up for next episode because we
open it up.
Yeah, we're gonna open it up for next episode. Next episode, we're gonna talk about the difference between men and women and their approach to sex. And then we'll go off on that. But we aren't going to use this episode for that because that's another hour, obviously.
Yeah.
If you made it this far, especially with an episode like this, it's a little odd for us.
It's a crazy
episode because the videos are
get canceled, Joe.
You might, and I might too, honestly.
If I get canceled, you get canceled.
I can find another co-host.
Shit.
Just fuck with you. But yo, the video's been crazy today. Anyway, thank you for making it this far. Checking out the BDE podcast. Episode 11, a little bit of issues, but also some fun. Not just the topics, but also the production today.
There's no AC in here.
There isn't, and honestly, that's what's overheating the GoPro. But if you made it this far, please do me a favor. Send this to somebody who needs to hear any part of this or you want to chat about this with. Yeah. Please like, share, subscribe. Y'all killing on YouTube. That's why you're seeing way more on the screen here on YouTube. Anything you want to close with, bro? Besides just another great episode.
I just want to say, guys, when I come here, I just speak what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. There's nothing planned out. There's no we're not writing things down.
Facts. It's not scripted
This is
whatsoever.
literally freestyle. Me
Facts.
and Joe having a conversation. It's being recorded and it's being shown to the world forever. You know, so don't take anything that I say like the wrong way. Like, you guys want to have educate me. I'm always open to being educated on things, and I don't want nobody to take anything that I say wrong
And
or
as
get
the
offended.
honestly, as the co-host, what I want to say is, if you are quote unquote canceling this guy for having genuine views, honestly, this ain't the space for you. And I honestly want this to be a place for everybody, but it'll be very difficult for closed-minded people who are not open to letting people be themselves, because let's be real, if every thought that you had you put out into the world, it wouldn't be received well, it wouldn't be understood well. But if you understand this guy's intent, you don't apologize, bro. In my opinion, please don't, because
I'm not apologizing.
I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying, but I want to put it out there, bro. Like, I want this to be a place for everyone, but if you're coming to this trying to judge somebody, it's going to be a very difficult space for you to thrive in, because you won't see what this is all about.
Facts.
Yeah, man. Bro, episode 11.
Episode 11.
Wild one.
I like it.
The snap was whack, but we going to get it. Be well.